Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. Time for our ByWard Market Buzz, which is actually quite fitting as we are well into Garden Week because a lot of people coming down to the ByWard Market to be able to get out and head to the vendors. Katherine, Soloman, always a pleasure to have you on the show. And you know what, right now, I mean, there's so much going on with the outdoor vendors now. Finally, the weather's out and people are actually doing their shopping and you can see it happening. And the colors are, you just walked by, the colors are amazing because you have so many of these plants and different kinds of flowers out on display.
And despite what the weather tells us, it's definitely spring in the ByWard Market right now.
All right, where do you want to start? Because these are different. I haven't seen these, at least in some of the everyday stores I've gone into.
No, and you're not going to find a lot of flowers in the everyday stores that you're going to be finding in the ByWard Market. And these flowers in particular, they're from a particular vendor called Robert Huppé. I hope I said his name correctly. His family's been working that stand for generations, and these plants are really spectacular because he grows everything from seed. And they are grown in actual soil, not the peat moss that you're going to be finding in a lot of the box stores. So, whereas those plants, you know, you might be able to find a lot of them, you're not going to find the same variety. And these have a really great root system. I wonder if I can pull up a little
This one right
here.
they're so different. I mean, I haven't seen any, like, these are just beautiful. The colors, everything about them.
That's a colossia.
Oh, good for you. Did you read the sign right?
Yes. So you can see that the rooting system is fairly strong, so they're going to be giving you a really great season of flowering.
Beautiful. All right, so of course we have a lot of the flowers, we also have a lot of the vegetables, a lot of things are starting to kind of come through as the seasons are starting to change.
It's wonderful.
Look at the size of those asparagus.
Yeah, the asparagus, the radishes, the chives, and the cucumbers are all from Rochon. And they are grown locally in a hothouse, so they're able to have an extended growing season, which is why they have the produce out there now ready and available.
And it's picked and it's literally transported and fresh, so you're really looking at that kind of from root out onto your plate so much faster.
Yeah, you are.
Can we go to the front? And I have seen this artist working, you know, and I've seen him doing, you know, paintings of people and people sitting down. These are truly remarkable and a great reflection of the ByWard Market too.
He does beautiful work. This gentleman, he does portraits as well. You can sit and have your portrait done, or you can do it from a photo. But these particular selections that we brought in today are specifically of the ByWard Market. So he does absolutely beautiful work. He does artwork, all of the tourist looks around Ottawa, so the Parliament buildings I've seen him do work for those, and they're just beautiful. And he's been featured in lots of museums around the world, actually, and he's been featured in museums in Ottawa as well. So it's kind of cool that you're getting like this street level view of this prominent artist.
Because you really do walk by, and there's always something, a piece that he's working on. But then you realize that there are other places where his pieces are hanging rather than just, you know, on the street and then with a nice little display. So that's something you might want to check out, even if you want to have one done for yourself or just one of the environment that you're in. A lot of the vendors too, we've got artisans, we've got great clothing, sweaters, but the jewelry and all the accessories are pretty key.
Jewelry is always fantastic. The jewelry that I brought in today here, this is a display of feathers and locally made earrings. And I know that all the symbolism in the colors mean various things because these are made by a native Canadian artist. And I believe Sandy is the owner of that stand there. So she makes all of these pieces herself, and there's some turkey feathers and rooster feathers.
We were trying to figure them all out, but we didn't quite get there. Yes.
No, and Sandy, I know, made the piece that I'm wearing today, so I just wanted to show that off a little bit.
Beautiful piece.
All handmade.
Can we show the senator's colors and the spiders and the dream catcher there?
Yes, please.
Very interesting. Perfect timing for it as well.
And all the different colors mean different things. So the dream catchers are to hang by your window, and you can put the little spiders in there, and all the colors mean different things. So depending what is important to you, you know, you might want to pick up a sense themed one, or
and they'll ask, right? I mean, ask when you're seeing different pieces. What do the colors represent? What do they each stand for?
Yeah,
and then be able to choose them.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I want to hit one last thing in the honeys, the maple syrups. That's constant, and you're starting to see a lot of the tourists.
Yes.
It's like the first stand that they go to because they know they've been sent down to find that.
Yeah, and they make fantastic gifts. I mean, look at the packaging that this comes in. This one's a maple leaf, and this one's the hockey player. Again, we're very happy to be representing Ottawa that way, but I know that these maple syrups are grown locally. They're from the area, so it's, again, you know, we're supporting locals the entire way through here.
And then what we were saying too, I'm going to put you on the spot, but I know this grows into a big kind of bush.
It does. It is a cherry chief sage.
Yes.
And it grows into a really nice fragrant bush, but it also attracts hummingbirds. So, you know, this is something that you definitely want to be able to have on your property because it smells delicious. And as well, it also attracts something really beautiful.
Well, which is always nice and kind of peaceful when you kind of hear them coming through for a
Yeah.
certain amount of time. And then it's kind of like, okay, you can just go for a little bit and then come back. So much to see here in the ByWard Market. As you were mentioning, the outdoor vendors, they're out full season now.
They are.
And you can enjoy it, especially over the long weekend.
And we are open this long weekend.
On the Monday, too.
On
Mondays,
Monday too, so be
usually
sure to come down and you can
packed.
buy all of this stuff in the
Beautiful.
market and more.
Thank you. I think we're going to take a look at a shot here of the ByWard Market. So it's early, but all of that will be hustling and bustling within the next, hour or so when they all get out and set up their stands, which is always wonderful to see. You can check out the ByWard Market that we're lucky enough to be able to do every day. Come down over the course of the weekend, especially on Monday, on the holiday Monday. We have to take a commercial break. We'll be back. Plenty more to come here on CTV Morning Live.
The ByWard Market Buzz is brought to you in part by the ByWard Market BIA.